Welcome to HoodChampionBoxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Gotta excuse my voice. Sipping on my tea. Voice is still hoarse. Out there at the goddamn fair. Think somebody gave me the heebie-jeebies. Anyway, we're still gonna do this video. Deontay Wilder versus Joyce. Make the fight now. I know Wilder's talking about fighting AJ. People talking about Wilder should fight Andy Ruiz. But Wilder's not the same. Joyce is definitely not the same. I think they both deserve the right to get in there and square away against each other. Now, there are a lot of people who are saying Wilder, based on his last performance, they feel he can reinvent himself and come back and basically be faster, be more active, and get a knockout against a top 10 fighter. Now, Joyce, on the other hand, I'm calling him Hungry Joe, because my boy came in there looking like old George Foreman, didn't he? He even moved around like George Foreman. Swung wide and slow like George Foreman. But the pros to it is he showed the stamina that George Foreman has, and he showed the chin and power. So to me, I'm not so sure how good Joyce's chances would be against the Bronze Bomber. But I'll tell you what, I think that would be a huge show, Wilder versus Joyce. Especially if Joyce comes in that goddamn ring close to 290 pounds again. And if Wilder comes in there looking like an upside down slingshot weighing about 209 pounds. Joyce would be almost outweighing him by 100 pounds. Like, that would be the storyline. Upside down slingshot versus hungry hippo. And to be honest with you, I think Deontay Wilder would knock him out cold. But it's a good fight. Because whoever wins, okay, you're back in the mix. Whoever loses, yo, assholes and elbows, get out of here. But we just got to see if, in fact, that big show can be made. Because I'm not so sure Frank Warren is in a rush to throw Joyce in there with a guy like Deontay Wilder. I could see him putting him in there with AJ or Tyson Fury. And you may say, well, why the hell would he put him in with AJ and Fury? Those guys are, at least of what we're seeing right now, they're way more dangerous than Deontay Wilder. Because at least if you're going to cash him out, and cash him out for a decent amount. Not so sure how much money Joyce makes fighting Wilder, even if they fight in Saudi. But Joyce fighting a guy like Fury or AJ, definitely more money on the table. Joyce even is talking about fighting Daniel Dubois, but nonetheless, Joyce needs an opponent. Wilder needs something soon. And just why not have these two guys get together and put on a huge show. Now, Joyce got in the ring tonight against Cash Ali, and I'm going to tell you, he was able to breathe life back into his career and resuscitate his journey towards becoming a heavyweight champion. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not so sure this fight built him up for, a last dance against any elite opponent. I mean, shit. He's one-dimensional. He comes forward. He does have power. But when he starts moving up the food chain, I think just Joyce in this place where he's at, no matter how nice of a person he is, I mean, I think he's kind of been a little bit exposed, man. But we just got to wait and see how it goes, because I think if he tries to put pressure on Deontay Wilder, and especially the fact that Joyce doesn't move his head. If Cash Ali, I'll put it to this way, if Zhang was able to land on Joe Joyce, and Joe Joyce looks to have regressed even more from the Zhang fight, and Cash Ali was able to land on Joe Joyce, Deontay Wilder's going to land. And whenever Deontay Wilder lands, you know what happens to his opponents. They fall on the ground and start doing the funky chicken. But at the same time, when you're talking about size, reach, physicality, there's a lot of potential there and some fundamentals when it comes to Joe Joyce as far as him in a fight and always having a chance at upsetting the apple cart. But that being said, I know he's a silver medalist in the Olympics, but he's not the same guy he was then. He has the heart, he has the ambition, but if he's going to continue fighting, I just think Wilder's a good opportunity, but maybe he needs a couple easy wins. I'm not so sure Wilder, although Wilder didn't look right in his last fight, I'm not so sure that's the easy win he wants, but that could be the fight where the Saudis get behind it and put up some money, and then at least Joe Joyce can go out, with a bang and on a high with another, 5, 6, 7 million in his pocket. Or he could, shock the world and, beat Deontay Wilder. But I just don't see that happening. Simple. I think the upside down slingshot knocks out the hungry hippo. That being said, y'all keep cool. Joe Joyce and Cash Ali, just horrible for me to watch that fight, because I'm watching it and saying to myself, there's no way in the world Joe Joyce messes with any of these guys who are at the top of the food chain. He's just too slow, too cumbersome, it's too sloppy, and somebody with a little bit of pop. Once they bing him, I just think Joe Joyce is going to crumble and go down faster than a plate of Alabama barbecue. Y'all keep cool in the breeze.